VTVers, it's Az. I'm here again with the stars and director of Rogue. I've got Radha Mitchell, Michael Barton and Greg McLean. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Nice to be here.
So obviously the very first question I've got for both of you is how did you come to be involved in Rogue?
Go for it.
Okay. I actually was at an Australians in Film dinner, I think, a year or two ago, and sat next to Greg McLean. And
He hit on you all night, right?
anyway, so I thought he was great. He thought I was great, I hope. And then I watched his film Wolf Creek, and I thought it was amazing. And he sent me a copy of Rogue, and I signed on.
There you go.
And there you go.
Wow.
How did you get involved?
They said they would pay me, and I
good
said,
start.
I'm in.
Cash. I'm there.
No, actually, it's actually fun. My agent said, "How would you like to spend 4 months in the outback with no trailer, no makeup, filming a giant crocodile movie?" And I said, "I'd rather have needles in my eyes." They said, "At least go see this guy's movie, Wolf Creek." I went to see it, loved the movie. Then I had a 3-hour. Please don't. That's my camera time.
I'm just anything I can do to get attention here.
And I saw Wolf Creek, and I was terrified. And I thought, if it's half as scary as Wolf Creek was, then we're in business. So yeah, that's how it happened for me.
It's probably the most dangerous member of the crocodilian family. So they can swim underwater at up to 20 miles an hour.
So, and there is a lot of stunt work in the film. Did you guys do a lot of your own stuff, or did you have stunt doubles? Because you spent, the film goes for just about 100 minutes, and I reckon about 88 of it you're wet. Like
We
you're in
did
water
get
the
wet.
whole time.
Well, I sweat a lot, so that wasn't
That
very
was
hard.
just
but-
him being nervous.
The flies.
I did most of my stunt work except for the very intense stuff which Nash did, because he's much stronger and bigger than me. But it was pretty intense.
And of course, you said it before. Well, what's it like working with Greg McLean?
Ugh.
Horrible.
No, he's a great director to work with. The thing that I love the most about him is that he wrote this script along with directing it, obviously. And if you had an idea to try and change something, he was not at all precious about the dialogue. He just, which is rare. A lot of writer directors think, "Oh, I wrote this a certain way. You must say it this way because I'm Tennessee Williams." He wasn't like that at all. He was very open to any ideas, and I don't know if you've met or had the chance to speak with him yet, but he is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And,
He really is.
Tidal river. Well, that's how high the tide will be when it comes in.
Hey VTVs, it's Az again, and I'm here for my second part of talking about Rogue with the director himself, Mr. Greg McLean. Welcome, Greg.
How are you?
You might know Greg. He single-handedly shot himself to international stardom a couple of years ago with the incredibly successful Australian film Wolf Creek, and he's back again with another picture of his called Rogue. And I'll throw over to Greg and I'll ask him the first question I've got for him. What's it like making a film in Australia?
Great. I love being here. I love making films here. I consciously set out after we finished Wolf Creek to try and replicate all the good stuff that happened on making that film. And that was, bringing back the crew that I used in the first film, and I love being in Australia and making movies, and also working with the people that you like, hanging out with, and it's lots of fun.
So, on writing horror, what do you think are the rules of a good horror film? Like, what do you apply yourself to?
You have to basically the belief in the situation is paramount. You have to somehow find a way to make the audience believe that the people that the horror happens to is real, and both of my films spend a lot of time setting up the context for the story to take place in. I think horror films that fail probably usually don't have that quality of feeling like it's really happening to someone, because if you don't believe the characters, or don't believe the what's going on in the situation, it's meaningless what happens. And that's the biggest challenge. It's easy to come up with monsters and threat. I mean, there's millions of things you can come up with that are going to freak out the audience. But for me, you've got to really make that incredibly emotional. Make the first part of the story very realistic. Otherwise, nothing matters.
So, from the director himself to our viewers, how do you describe Rogue?
Rogue is an old-fashioned monster movie. I think it's an important distinction between this film and Wolf Creek. Most of the people who have seen Wolf Creek, there's two lots of people who see Wolf Creek. Half the people say, "Oh my God, I'm brutalised, I'll never go to the RP again." The other half say, "I've heard about this film, but I can't see it." This is the movie from me that the people who couldn't see Wolf Creek can actually see. And the people who liked Wolf Creek will actually be really thrilled by as well. So hopefully they'll all see it.
Rogue opens nationally on November the 8th, 2007 in cinemas everywhere. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Greg, for being here,
Thank
and
you
all
so
the best
much.
for Rogue.
Thank you very much. Cheers.